What's up, good people? Now, this probably shouldn't even be a live. Probably should be a pre-recorded. Um, this is something I'm getting tired of but this is why the channel's created for people that want to at me. Okay, for people that want to at me. And this is answering GameChanget. And he did a whole thing about the insecurity of black nerds. So, and he added me because he felt some kind of way about his interaction, about 5 minute interaction on my channel. Okay, asked me a dumbass question that you already should know that I did answer. I answered it twice. And Andre keeps bringing it back up. This is another thing I have to rectify. And so, let's pop it up real quick, okay? So next day he does a 4 hour stream, okay? 4 hours, not one, not two, but three, but 4 hour stream because you felt some kind of way. Because you feel insecure. You feel slighted as a black nerd. Which makes no sense to me. Like you think you're the first black nerd, okay? You think you're an original black nerd. Okay? I was that before you were even born, before they even had a word for it. Okay? I was that kid in the enrichment classes and stuff like that back in the early '60s. I was the kid that got bused across town to a white school. I was the kid that was in the science classes using slide rules, okay? I know what nerds and geeks are because those were my friends back in the '70s, before you were born. Most of my subs, a lot of my subs are engineers, programmers, and the like, okay? A lot of my subs are engineers and programmers. They're nerds, or would be considered nerds. Just because I don't talk the lingo, just because I'm not socially awkward, doesn't mean that I'm not a nerd. Anybody that's talked to me, anybody that's seen what kind of tech that I use, knows that I'm a nerd just like everybody else. I just don't carry myself that way. And you're taking offense like you're like all of a sudden you're just some other species, okay? You might be a black nerd, you're just not good at it. That's all. Plenty of black nerds. Plenty of black nerds who earn $500,000 and cool and are married and got kids, all kind of stuff. And they're black nerds. If you see them in their hobbies and see what they do and see what they see the books that they read, you would know. And don't cry to me like, okay, I was raised in a white suburb. I was not. I was raised in one of the roughest ghettos in Los Angeles. Ask Freeway Ricky Ross, who was raised in the same neighborhood. Get tired of you guys crying about nothing. I really am. So y'all here, it's not going to be very long. Okay. Get tired of people at me about nothing. Okay. You brought your ass up on my panel. You asked a question that I answered and derailed my stream. Started an argument in my stream when I was talking to somebody else, and then you feel some kind of way. When I prove to you that you're wrong, then you want to come back and do a whole 4 hour stream. So I played some of this, okay? I ain't play all of this because it's, let's put it this way. Y'all are boring, okay? Let's put it that way. And you probably wouldn't get 1,000 views if you didn't put my name in it. You guys are low key boring. Let's play a little bit of it, okay? Because this is what he's talking about, right? This is what he's complaining about. Speed it up, because it took him 4 hours to do this.
Somebody for getting an erection for a female.
What? Getting an erection for a female? What? Sometimes you're like, what the fuck are they talking about?
So now you have a group of people who were treated poorly, treating someone poorly. Now, keep in mind, this guy, though he says and does things that I don't agree with, he is respectful to BGA.
He's not okay. The thing is, this is somebody. So this is somebody walks in, doesn't know the history, doesn't know the stuff behind. He's talking about Andre. Okay. Now Andre has been. We have been complaining about Andre for years. Okay. It's not the first time Andre's done this. Now Andre is drunk. Okay, and you didn't see the first 2 hours when Andre was interrupting everybody. I'm trying to get him to be quiet, which is why Andre should know. This is why certain people I can't allow up because you get this backlash. And your dumb ass walks in the middle of it is because you feel the same way he does because you guys have similar personalities that I'm mistreating him. Now Andre wants to be there. I tell Andre to be quiet and stop talking and interrupting people and derailing the conversation, and Andre won't do it. Which is normally why when I disagree with people like this and they're going to derail the whole conversation, I just go drop them down because I don't want this because this is what happens. So I was trying to tell Andre, this is what happens. You get people like this that are going to make a 4 hour stream because you couldn't be respectful and keep your freaking mouth shut. And at least if you're going to talk, add to the stream and not derail it. Same thing with you, Game Changer. If you can add to the stream because it's for the audience, number one, it's not about me answering your dumbass question or having a dumbass debate. You have your own channel for that. If you want me to debate you, you got a whole channel. I have an email. If you want to debate about something that I've said, we can get on and do it. But the thing is, from now on, now you want to critique me. Guess what I'm gonna start doing to you? I'm gonna start critiquing you and what you talk about because all you want to talk about is the pussy that you're not getting. That's all you complain about, the pussy that you don't get, the respect you don't get from women. That's what your whole channel's about. You want pussy that you can't get, or you want pussy that you think you deserve. One cat wants to change the whole manosphere because they want to get married and stuff like that. Fine, you have a whole channel. If you want to convince women to give you the pussy they don't deserve, you have a whole channel. I don't know how that's going for you. Now we was there for 7 hours, which is long. Okay, we talk about a whole range of things, politics, business, all kind of stuff, right? And you pick out the couple topics talked about black women, especially you and Andre. Now, the reason I went off on Andre is because Andre brought the same chick up 5 times. And Andre brought, and the one time we really went off is because Andre kept bringing up the thing about the MGTOW monks, which is a very small segment, which I'm gonna show you. He actually brought it up, and I did answer his question, right? And everybody wanted to go in on him, even though I knew that he would not do what? He would not answer the question. He would not really engage. He wouldn't really be honest and tell why he actually asked that question, the random ass question, even though I answered it. You felt some kind of way because people kept bringing it back up, which is why I didn't want the subject brought up in the first fucking place. Because I know how the shit will go around and around and around, especially about MGTOWs and MGTOW monks. Now I answered the question. I gave him the reason, and I gave him a bunch of examples about what MGTOW monks actually are, because I am one. But but the thing is that what I'm gonna start doing, okay, and that's what this channel is for. You start adding me, I'm gonna start adding you. You add me enough, then I'm gonna do the same thing to you. I'm gonna go after your content. I'm bringing your content, and I'm gonna start going after your talking points. You feel attacked because some dudes get dick gets hard about screwing some chick. Okay, which when he said it, let's go ahead and play it. When he said it, dude, you don't even know what the meaning was, which is something I hate. That's why I said I don't like talking to people that don't know enough. You're right in the middle of a conversation that started months ago, and you don't know enough. And then you're in the comments and have an opinion on something that you have no clue about what's going on, even down to the MGTOW monk. You don't even know who these people were. Now, I actually answer the questions.
Yes. And nothing he has done to BGS has warranted this disrespect.
The thing is, according to you, Andre knows, and Andre actually apologized because Andre was drunk, and Andre kept uh, uh, interrupting. If you go back to my comment section, they actually talking about Andre. Okay, it's not new. You come in the middle of shit. That's what I hate. Especially Game Changer. You come in the middle of shit. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You get upset because nobody's listening to you because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And then you do a 4 hour stream. And then which I don't care about. You can do 104 hour streams. Just don't put my fucking name in it. Now, if you knew what you're talking about, we'd have a conversation. But all the times that you opened your mouth, you had no idea what the fuck you were talking about. That's what I was trying to tell you at the time. I don't like talking to people that haven't done the work and don't know what they're talking about. There's no sense in debating you, especially when you have 10 people on a panel. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And when you show them that they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, they still talk. Well, I think I'm right. Dude, if you were right, you would show it. I think. Dude, I just showed you what you think is wrong.
Damn, like
We
you pulling up shit
we
like
do not need a precursor. Goddamn, just pull it up.
What is a bunch of Canadians that talk, man, that do word salad, man? God damn.
He's on some different type of weed.
All
Bro.
right,
He's
so
on some
like
different type
I
of
I'm
weed.
not pulling this up because like
it's
sometimes I say some
Shut the
crazy
fuck up and pull a goddamn video up, nigga.
That's not the end of it.
The thing is, he talked about a chick for 5 times about a video that he saw that we answered him the first time and we let it go. We answered him the second time and let it go. We answered him the third time he let it go. We answered him the fourth time, let it go. By the fifth time, pull the goddamn video up so we can get rid of the topic. But you weren't there for the first 5 times. You don't understand why everybody else is going in on him. Now you could have listened to the whole stream and found out exactly what was going on. But the thing is, no, you want to take the little piece that you dropped in on without context, without understanding. Now Andre has been with me for 3 years. It ain't like Andre just dropped in. But you don't know that. And Andre just got off a block list of one of my channels because Andre doing what Andre does. But you don't know that. But you a 4 hour stream because you felt disrespected, which is fine. This is what this channel is for. Okay, do it again. Do it again. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna start critiquing your content and see how you feel about it. Now this is what I get for being tolerant of people. Should have blocked Andre years ago. And what you're doing right here is damn near ensuring that I should block him. You think you're making it better. You think you're taking up for him. But things, what you're doing is you're making it worse for him because he wants to be here. But the thing is, you think that you're the smartest person in the room. Dude, I have 140 IQ. You're not the smartest person in the room. Just because I don't carry it and I don't talk in a language where I'm all closed up and I'm trying to be precise and I got a nerdy voice because I'm trying to sound like a nerd. I'm not trying to sound like a nerd, okay? I'm trying to be authentic. This is the way I sound. It's the way I walk around. It's why I have talked this way for the last 40 years, okay? Now, I used to sound more like a white boy, is because those are the schools that I went to. But the thing is, I've been around black people, intentionally been around my own people. So this is the voice that I have. Now, could I sound like a nerd? Could I sound like a dweeb? Could I sound like a geek? They were calling me a geek, man, back when I was in 6th grade in 1968, okay? They were calling me a geek back then. I know what a geek is. I know what a nerd is. I've been called all those things, okay? I was reading middle school books by the time I was 7. So what? I was reading the chemistry tables by the time I was 9. So what? We talk about esoteric mathematics. We talk about esoteric physics all the time. So what? What do you talk about? You talk about something so bane and basic like how come chicks don't give you pussy? That's what you talk about. What you talk about? And you're supposed to be a nerd. Really? I don't play video games anymore because I had children. I was playing Pong back in the 70s. One of the first video games, playing Pong. I played Mario Brothers, what they call it Mario Brothers, actually called Donkey Kong, back in 1983, 82, 83, 82, 83, something like that, on ColecoVision. You're playing Atari back in the early 80s. I was reading comic books back in the late 60s, okay? When I was a little kid. Used to run down to the corner and to the Chinese store. They're selling off-brand comics for a dime, okay? Used to buy those all the time. That's what I used to read. So comic books and video games and that kind of stuff are not new to me. My favorite genre is science fiction, okay? Have you read Dune, Foundation, those kind of books? You read science fiction books, but you claim that you're a nerd. Just because you're socially awkward and you can't get pussy doesn't mean that you qualify as a nerd. Every nerd is not awkward. Now I hate this shit. Every nerd is not awkward. There's plenty of nerds out there that ain't awkward that do just fine with women. I played basketball with plenty of nerds, okay? You wouldn't think they were until you saw what they do and what kind of hobbies they had. But I'm not going to hold this long. I just want to make this response. It's about 20 minutes in. Okay, that's why I did it over here. Keep it up. Put my name in it again. Okay. Then we're gonna. Then I'm really gonna see what you got. Put your theories to the test. That's what this channel is for. Now we got a bunch. We got a bunch of people here. 70 people here, which is now intended. That's like I did it in the freaking middle of the night on this channel, on this tiny channel, because I want to make an answer. Okay, that's what the answer's for. I could have done it on a bigger channel. Not gonna do it. But if you want to have this debate, we can. But as far as debates are concerned, your opinion doesn't matter. You got to back up everything you say. Your feelings and your appeal to justice is not going to matter. Okay, not going to matter. When you come here, you got to know what the fuck you're talking about. 2025, I don't do civilians and pedestrians anymore. If you don't know what you're talking about, I will tell you that you don't know what you're talking about. Now you came in the middle of a conversation, didn't know none of the players or what was going on. and we weren't even talking to you. And the guy that you jumping on, he apologized because he was drunk and on my panel, and he was acting up. And if you want to, I'll post the apology that he actually gave to me the next day. But this is my answer to you. Now you could have made this compact. You could have done this in 20 minutes instead of 4 hours. But this is a way to put my name in is gathering attention. That's just fine, okay? If you want attention, I'm going to give it to you. Anyhow, now it's Game Changer. Our local socially awkward so-called nerd, okay? He's still mad is because he didn't like what I said. It's because he was like because I called him a lame. He said define a lame. I said lame. A so-called lame, as they define this space, is a socially awkward black man. I said, are you socially awkward? He got quiet. But you have injected yourself into this space, into my space. I don't come looking for you. But this is serving notice. Try this shit again. Most times I'm not playing because they don't like me kicking puppies. Try this shit again. They'll tell you in this space on this channel, I will call your ass to the carpet. Try it again. Anti-intellectualism is a serious problem in the black community. Okay. Oh yeah, we have a bunch of nerds, man. The thing is, I don't. The thing is, I don't. We put up with Andre. Okay. Andre knows. In fact, if you look at it, Andre is there. Okay. Andre's right there. And it ain't the first time we talked to Andre. Okay. Andre's right there. The person that you trying to defend, he right there. And what you're doing is you're making it better for him. You're actually making it worse for him, and worse for people like him because then I'll become less tolerant. Because I could, if I really wanted to not deal with Andre, I have a button. It's called a remove button. I could have done that 4 or 5 times. I didn't. We happen to like Andre, believe it or not. We didn't abuse him. Like I gave you a chance to speak. I could have bounced you right away. It's an open panel. I try to leave my panels open, okay? But you're not gonna come in, walk in, and pee on my carpet. If you gotta take, you got a reasonable explanation. You got a reasonable opinion. That's fine. You're not coming in on a panel of 10 people and basically hold court. No, it doesn't work that way. Ain't earned that right. Some people that do talk, they've earned that right. They've been with me for 8 to 9, 10 years. Okay, they earned that right. You haven't. Anyhow, I'm gonna jump off of here. And Ray Hammond, I'm still waiting on that video. Now it was so important about what's his name said about what CGA said, and you got a whole channel. I'm still waiting on that video. You want me to answer it, okay? With no money, unless you're putting up cash, okay? Which I don't think you are. And I say you first. If you think it's that important, you put it up, okay? I'm still waiting on that video. You came in, dropped a comment in my section about about unrelated stuff, right? Unrelated video talking about CGA and what he said, okay? And you got a whole channel. And I said, you first. I'm still waiting on that video because you thought it was so important for me to do it. You first. Where's it at? Huh? Where's it at? Huh? I'm still waiting on that video. Anyway, let me get out of here. All right, folks, this is just my response. I could have done it in pre-recorded. Probably should have been in the pre-recorded. I decided to do it live. It's not a big event. It's just me venting. This is where I vent. Okay, so when you come to this channel, you know this is me venting. They don't like me doing it on the larger channels, so I'm doing it on the larger channels. I do it over here. When you see a master teacher response to somebody's name in it, I'm venting. Okay. Anyhow, let's get out of here. I'll see you guys later. Yeah, it's about 30 minutes. I'll see you guys later.